Some of the best ideas and initiatives that promote quality of life in our state originate at the city government level. By way of collaborative efforts, Minnesota's elected and appointed city officials, along with the residents they serve, make our cities excellent places to live, work, and play. Through the City of Excellence Awards program, the League of Minnesota Cities is proud to honor cities in our state that have promoted excellence in local government by improving the level of a city service, developing an effective or innovative way to address a persistent challenge, modifying a program from another city or organization to fit community needs, finding a way to save the city money while maintaining or improving service levels, and/or actively involving citizens and other city staff in a project, program, or initiative. A total of 28 cities submitted nominations for consideration in this year's competition. And now, the City of Excellence Award winners for 2008. The city of Breezy Point, with over 1,600 full-time residents, sees that number soar to as many as 10,000 during the summer recreational season. Combined with continued growth in new home starts in recent years, the city has seen a dramatic increase in the number of requests for emergency medical services. Life-saving medications and equipment, however, were often 15 to 20 minutes away. The nearest ambulances were stationed outside of city limits and were not staffed 24 hours a day. To address this challenge, the city established a partnership with North Memorial Ambulance Service to provide advanced life support emergency care.
We have, along with the general duties that the officers are doing and policing, they're also operating as paramedics. In most cases are the first ones to arrive at the scene of a medical situation.
What this program does for the city of Breezy Point is it puts paramedic level care on scene in the city in a relatively short period of time, and that translates into lives being saved.
These officers are arriving at those scenes as a police officer first, as a paramedic second. So there are situations when our officers are going into a situation, they have to, they have to wear two hats. And some time ago we had a stabbing situation where an officer went to that situation. He needed to react first as a police officer and gain control of that situation, and then went into paramedic mode and actually saved that individual life in that particular case.
One instance I can think of where it made a difference was in the case of an allergic reaction. An individual had eaten a food that they hadn't eaten before, and within moments started to have problems with breathing, and they started getting hives and all the typical things and signs and symptoms you'd see with an allergic reaction. I was on scene in less than 3 minutes from the time we got the call. By the time the ambulance had gotten there, I had already gone through a full assessment, administered some medications, and they were no longer having trouble breathing. Their hives had gone away. The swelling had started to decrease in their throat, and they were relatively calm when the ambulance got there. I think the time difference was probably about 10 to 12 minutes.
So to add an ambulance costs, give or take, about $300,000 annually to staff it 24 hours a day.
The costs involved to the city are approximately $10,000 a year for the paramedic service, and I'm saying approximately. And that has to do with the 5% pay stipend that the paramedic police officers get over the other officers. That has to do with insurance, very minimal cost. And with all of it reaching $10,000, I think our city has been extremely supportive of this service for that kind of money.
Especially in northern Minnesota and areas like northern Minnesota, you have agencies that are 20, sometimes 30 minutes away from an ambulance service. From the time that you pick up the phone to call 911 to the time that the first ambulance is on scene, those are areas that this program would shine, and I think this is a great model to start that process.
This is an incredibly unique program. People who live in this area, people who come to visit this area, people who come to stay in the cabins that they own and have been coming to for years, they have a situation that they cannot find anywhere else in the country. They have law enforcement coupled with paramedic skills, and when there's a problem, help is there literally within minutes, and that is quite unusual.
Congratulations to the City of Breezy Point, a 2008 City of Excellence Award winner for its Police Paramedics Initiative.